which is a African civilization, African empire. The Europeans try to claim as their own. Well, we also have Carthage, okay? Carthage in North Africa, in the area that today is where Tunisia is. All right. Now, Carthage existed from 813 BCE, before the Common Era, to 146 BCE, and we've heard about the Punic Wars between Rome and Carthage, and Carthage is going to be destroyed in 146 BCE by Rome. Okay. And we read about Hannibal Barca fighting against Rome and the Punic Wars, and Hannibal crossing the Alps with the elephants. And we read about the Battle of Cannae, 216 BC, all of that. Okay. And we go through and talk about that in the 12-week online course that I teach as well. Okay. So there was back in 2016, there was a series on the History Channel called Barbarians Rising. And Barbarians Rising dealt with a 700-year history of invasions in the Roman Empire. Okay, 700-year history of invasions in the Roman Empire. And it dealt with the first episode was about Hannibal Barca fighting against the Romans. Okay. They had this Black British actor named Nicholas Pinnock portray Hannibal Barca. And some white people on social media lost their minds behind this. There was an article from AtlantaBlackStar.com that talked about this. They said History Channel's newest documentary series, Barbarians Rising, tackles the fall of the Roman Empire over the course of 700 years of invasions. However, the most recent episode that aired Monday, this is in 2016, depicts Hannibal of Carthage as a black man. Depicts Hannibal Barca of Carthage as a black man. And many white history buffs are crying foul over the quote unquote historical inaccuracy, or what they call a historical inaccuracy. In the series, Hannibal Barca is portrayed by Black British actor Nicholas Pinnock, who there's no question that he's of African descent. Okay. He's not. You don't have to look at him for 5 minutes and try to listen to the tonality of his voice to determine if he is of African ancestry. Now, the famous Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca was a thorn in the Roman Empire side. He became a general at the age of 26 and managed to unite barbarian tribes to stop Rome's imperial rise. The military genius was famous for climbing the Alps with war elephants whose sole purpose was to stomp the Roman Empire, to stomp, S-T-O-M-P, to stomp the Roman Empire. Hannibal ultimately wanted to invade Rome, but he failed to do so. Okay, now there have been debates over the race of Hannibal. This debate still continues to this day for some people. There really is no debate if you understand history. Read the article from AtlantaBlackStar.com from June 7th, 2016, called History Channel Portrays Hannibal as Black. White people cry foul over historical revisionism. All right. Now, when we look at Carthage was founded in the 9th century BCE, before the Common Era, on the Gulf of Tunis. From the 6th century before the Common Era, onwards, it developed into a great trading empire covering much of the Mediterranean and was home to a brilliant civilization. In the course of the long Punic Wars from 264 BCE to 146 BCE, Carthage occupied some of Rome's territories before finally being destroyed by its rival Rome in 146 before the Common Era. In his book, World's Great Men of Color, Volume 1, history scholar J.A. Rogers asserts, quote, the Carthaginians were descendants of the Phoenicians, a Negroid people. The Carthaginians were descendants of the Phoenicians, a Negroid people, and that, in fact, until the rise of the doctrine of white superiority, Hannibal Barca was traditionally known as a black man, end quote. So what we're going to see as you have a rise in European powers, and Europeans are coming out of the Dark Ages as they come out of the 1200s, going to the 1300s, which is the beginning of the Renaissance period. As they come out of that time and go into the 1400s and 1500s, we're going to see them conquering people's lands, especially in the 1400s. We're going to see them conquering people's lands, like with Christopher Columbus, and then we look at the Juan Ponce de Leon in the 1500s. In 1513, he comes into Florida and conquers Florida on behalf of Spain. And Europeans start to enslave people, not just African people, but also Indians, Native Americans. They start to enslave them, extract mineral wealth out of those respective nations, and they start to rebuild Europe. As you have a rise in the dominance of European powers, you also have a rise in the dominance of the European phenotype. And a lot of mythological characters get reinterpreted as European that were originally African, and some historical characters, some historical personalities also get reinterpreted, and some historical people, groups of people, get reinterpreted as European that were historically African. And we're going to see this depicted in paintings. We know that Europeans were worshiping the Black Madonna and Child for hundreds of years all throughout Europe, okay? And that comes from the worship of Asar, Aset, and Heru, who the Greeks called Osiris, Isis, and Horus, okay, known as the First Holy Trinity. And we're going to see that Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel, he depicts Adam and Eve as being European. He depicts God as being European. And we're going to see, there were hundreds of images and statues of the Black Madonna and Child all throughout Europe. France probably had the most, with somewhere around 300. And we're going to see the colonization or decolorization of these African images to European as well. And there's going to be these European images that these Europeans take into foreign lands when they conquer people and force these images and force Christianity, especially white Christianity, force these upon other groups of people, especially African people. Okay, let's continue. Give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, give us a like on this broadcast. How you all like this type of information? So today, many encyclopedias classify the Carthaginians, who are descendants of the Phoenicians, and the Phoenicians were African people as well. Today, many encyclopedias classify the Carthaginians as whites or Semites, but ancient Greek and Roman eyewitness accounts paint a different picture. The indigenous peoples of Carthage were called the Afirs, A-F-E-R-S. Ancient Roman poet Virgil, in his poem Mortem, M-O-R-T-U-M, speaks of a woman from the Afir, Afar, or Afro region, okay, the Afro region. He says of her, quote, and all her figure proves her native land. Her hair was curly, thick her lips, and dark her color, end quote. Now, in Library of History book 20, XX, Roman numeral X, okay, represents 10. In Library of History book 20, Greek historian Diodorus mentions a Greek lieutenant named Agathocles, who defeated a people in the area of present-day Tunisia, who were the same hue or color as Ethiopians. The eyewitness accounts are corroborated by physical anthropology. L. Berthelon and E. Chantre, initial L and initial E. E. Chantre, both well-noted French anthropologists, documented their examination of skeletons throughout North Africa in all periods. They note that the remains of both upper and lower class individuals of ancient North Africa were representative of the Negroid race, This is ancient Kemet, the Moors, and the Ma'afa, understanding the transatlantic slave trade, what they didn't teach you in school. Class number 1 starts up Saturday, June 24th, 2023. Register right now. Visit our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. So when you visit our website, you scroll down the page, you'll see the information for our Sunday night radio show, the African History Network show, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 9-10 a.m. Superstation WFDF, and we broadcast on our social media platforms. You see our PayPal, Cash App information here as well. And then 12-week online course. So we do the sessions live. All the sessions are archived and recorded. This class is on sale $80, regularly $130. You can register for the full 12-week online course here. When you click on that link, it takes you to the next page. And on the next page, just click on enroll. Right here, the purple button, enroll. As soon as you register, you can start watching the content, okay? And we do the sessions live. All the sessions are archived and recorded. You can go back and watch this anytime. A year from now, 2 years from now, you can go back and watch the entire class. You don't have to be in class live or don't take attendance, anything like that. We have a live text chat also. In class, you can see me, I can't see you. We have a live text chat, so you can ask questions in class as well, okay? And we have a bundle pack where you get this class and the second class that I teach, Black resistance movements from the Haitian Revolution, U.S. Civil War, Civil Rights Movement, and Black Power Movement, 1800 to 1968. I teach that class on Sundays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that class, we deal with so much history. We deal with that crucial period of time leading up to the Civil War, and after slavery ends, in the Reconstruction era, Jim Crow era, Great Migration, World War I, World War II, Civil Rights Movement, Black Power Movement, to understand what happened to us after slavery ended, what were the laws and policies put in place to put us where we are, to bring us to where we are today, to understand where we need to go from here. So your understanding of politics, and politics is the legal distribution of scarce wealth, power, and resources, and the writing of laws, statutes, ordinances, amendments, and treaties, their adoption, interpretation, and enforcement. Your understanding of politics is directly related to your understanding of history. So the more you understand history, the better you understand politics, the better we understand how all these policies impact us and how to engage in politics. And this is why you hear me say we have to stop telling African Americans to exercise your right to vote. You don't vote for exercise. If you want to exercise, you go to the gym and work out. You vote for power. Politics is the legal distribution of scarce wealth, power, and resources, and the writing of laws, statutes, ordinances, amendments, and treaties, their adoption, interpretation, and enforcement. So we have to understand history, economics, law, and politics to be able to put together agendas, to be able to organize and force our agenda and get policies put in place that are beneficial to African Americans, and what's good for African Americans are good for America in general. All right, so visit our website, theafricanhistorynetwork.com. You can register for this class. Class number 1 is Saturday, June 24th. Class number 2 is Saturday, July 1st. Class number 3 is Saturday, July 8th. And this is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the link for the class in the thread of the broadcast. You can register right now. We have bonus content already uploaded that you can start watching, and you'll also get 5 of my lectures free included with the registration of this course. They will be in the video library, so you can stream 5 of my lectures also. If you want to support the African History Network, and if you Also, if you want to pay through Cash App, you can do so right through our website. Right on the homepage of our website, our Cash App information is there. $ the AHN show through Cash App or through PayPal, paypal.me/the AHN show. And this is our Cash App account. And we have the link on the homepage of our website because there's some fake African History Network Cash App accounts out there. And I'm still trying to get them shut down. So when you scroll down our website, we have our Cash App information. Click right here. And it takes you to our Cash App link. It's $ the AHN show, SHOW. And when you go to it, it will say Michael also. So we have that there, and our PayPal information is here as well. PayPal.me/the AHN show. All right. So we'll hope to see you in class this Saturday. Remember, right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. It's not over till we win. Wakanda forever. And we'll talk to you next time. Peace.